Hey y'all, welcome back. Let me refresh my page and make sure I can see comments over on our Facebook. Got it. Interesting. Oh, it's not letting me comment under my own video. Comment. It's saying I've got rules. Facebook is being so mean to me lately. Why is this not working? Let me try it this way. Interesting. So, is this working? Did it comment anything? Try it one more time. How's everybody? What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making an arrangement using a snowman. Let me see if I can zoom out. So this is what we have on the craft table. And forgive me for the waters and the sucking. I probably have to put a lozenge in because I am trying to get over a cold. How is everybody? Where are you watching from? We got Minnesota in the house. Greenville, North Carolina. That's not far from us. Welcome, everybody. Welcome over here on TikTok where we got a lot of people watching. Hello, hello, hello. First of all, can we talk about the monstrosity of a wreath here? Huge. It is huge. It is so massive, but over the top. This was my attempt. Today we went live in our Wreath Making of the Month Club group, and I showed them how to put this together. And I started off the video saying, we're going to do something very simple and elegant. And it turned out to be a little bit more simple than I expected. Right? I'm like, I'm just an extra person. You know, I'm so extra. I don't even know if I know how to dial it back to be simple. But anyway, it turned out really pretty. Did y'all like the colors of this one, of this Christmas wreath? Love it. Germany's watching. Yahoo! Welcome, Anne's Creations from Germany. All right, let me put this over here out of the way. This, these are some other things that we've made. These are arrangements. So we're doing our holiday making arrangements masterclass. It's coming up. TikTok, the time is running out for you to join us if you're going to join us. You're going to learn how to make stunning arrangements like this. Does that not look real? It looks like you should water it, right? And what about this one? How different? How different? So this is a holiday arrangement, but you know what I feel like this is perfect for? For those who just like that boho, low cal, oh my gosh, can you tell I'm trying to diet? They just don't want all the bling and all of the traditional, right? They're wanting something a little bit extra than the normal daily stuff, but they're just wanting something soft, right? A little bit more casual, a little more cash. I love this. So these are really pretty round mound designs, or what these called. So we made those recently. So, but anyway, learn to make these arrangements in our holiday arrangements masterclass. But today I want to show you how to make another arrangement. And that's why I think if you start looking at how fun and easy these things are, I make it very simple for you to learn so that you can have the confidence to create these amazing things for your own home. I mean, for me, I absolutely have to have flowers in my house. And they don't even have to be real, right? They could be the fake. I don't care if I have to water them. But these look real enough that your family and friends are going to be like, do we need to water the flowers? And you're going to be like, no. They're going to say, what florist did you get them from? And you're going to be like, I made them. You're going to get all the kudos. I mean, I just love that, right? Everybody loves that. Everybody likes to feel that feeling and see those flowers in our house. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's just do something. So these to me are elegant, right? There's different styles for your arrangements. And so on this one, I want to do something a little more fun. So a little more whimsical, and I'm going to use this snowman figurine. How cute is he, right? How cute is he? Very cute. So we're going to use our snowman here as our focal and just have fun. Let's just have fun. Is everybody interested in learning a little more silk flower? A little fake floristry is what I call it because they're fake flowers. This is a dough ball. I got this one from Hobby Lobby, and I love that it's not their traditional colored, dough balls. I actually have one right here. It's not that traditional dough ball. It's a round and it's black. If you ever have something that you don't want to glue into, this is a little technique that I like to do. Let me switch camera angles. This is something, it's just you can lay tape down. Do I need my scissors? Oh, sometimes this cuts and sometimes it doesn't. All right, I'm just gonna lay some tape in the bottom. Just like that. If you ever have problems trying to fill foam in a round container, this is a quick, easy solution for you. Don't worry about filling all the way to the edges, okay? So don't worry about filling all the way to the edges. This is what it looks like with the duct tape in the center for those on TikTok. All you have to do is put a piece of foam in the center to elevate it up, and then you only have to fill, you don't even have to go all the way to the edges, but I chose to on this one for this design. And that way you don't have to fill the whole container, and you don't have to like chisel all the way and make one big solid piece, and you don't have to do several pieces where you're making a Tetris. It feels like a Tetris game, you know what I'm talking about? So this way, I felt like this was just the simplest way to do it. And that way, when I'm done with my container for Christmas, I can just take this out. Now, if you were making this at home and you don't want to hot glue it to the bottom at all, you just do it this way. But it's going to be a little tricky if you don't get some stability in it. And so this is what I always do at my house. Just put some duct tape on the bottom. And now what I need to do is put glue on the bottom of this foam. So let me get my some glue over here out of my glue pot. Everybody asks me, how do I empty out my glue from my glue pan? I never do that, y'all. You're like, well, it's brown. And I'm like, I don't care. It's still glue. It still works. All right, I know this is going to run a little bit, so I'm not going to the edges, okay? So I don't want to go all the way to the edges with the glue. Just stick it in the center so that it will spread out. Put it right over the duct tape and hold it. If this happens to be a metal container that you are gluing to, just remember it'll be hot on the bottom and not to touch the bottom until it's completely cooled. All right, everybody with me so far? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add on our other piece of foam. And to do that, we need glue. So you could put glue here, but if you do that, you risk the, let me hold that for a minute. If you do put glue here, you risk the dripping on this. So if that's the case, if you have to do it that way, you might want to put a piece of foil or something that won't like have a lot of glue dripping. I'm using my glue pan that's got a lot of glue just melted in it, but you could also use a glue gun for this. It just takes a little more energy because you have to do a lot of, cranking of the glue gun. Let's get that good and glued. You want that to be pretty solid. All right. Oh, let me get, these are my wooden floral picks. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on top, smash it down, hold it for a sec. You're just holding it for a sec that it doesn't, when you move it, it's not going to be sliding. And these are wooden floral picks. I'm just putting in about 4. And this goes back to my cake decorating days when you put the layers together. Anybody else used to decorate cakes? And we're going to trim this back. Just like that. Now it's good and secure. So the next step is adding something over the mechanics. So if you're new to the page or you're new to watching silk flowers and silk floristry, these are your mechanics, okay? So this is going to be something that you want to hide. You like the container, I mean, you don't want to hide that, but you do want to hide this foam, all right? So we're going to do something to kind of just camouflage that a little bit, and that is to add in our, what is this called? It's moss, not sheet moss. It's not really sheet moss to me. This is more like Spanish moss. Okay, but before I do that, let me determine where we gonna put him. Oh, interesting. Now I wanted him over here, but that made it a little off balance. Maybe we'll have to put him in the center. I think this will be good. All right, let's go ahead and put this on and then we'll make room. So we're just going to spread this moss around, cover up our little, hey Justin, how are you? I love your channel, by the way. I'm a huge fan. So many of our wreath makers are on the TikTok watching, yay! So amazing. You guys who are on all the other channels, Facebook and YouTube, y'all are missing out on so much over on TikTok, aren't they? I'm using these, they're called greening pens. You've also probably heard them called floral pens. And they're U-shaped, so all they do is they're just holding the moss in place. Don't need to do a lot, just a little. I also don't want to fully cover my foam. Now you can use desert foam or you can use floral foam. I'm using the floral foam. This is not the floral foam where we need to water it, and it's not the silk flower desert foam. It's a styrofoam and it's a lot more dense. If you're putting something heavy, like our snowman, you're going to want something that's got some density to it. The other thing, if you do ship your arrangements, you're going to want to use the styrofoam floral foam instead of the desert foam. The desert foam is very brittle, and it's perfect if you're making for your own home. But if you're going to be transporting to a craft show, or you're going to be shipping or anything like that, you're really going to want to use something a little more denser, just like this styrofoam. Oh, you love the way I store my moss and pens. Yes, it definitely helps to keep the mess out of the way and where I can find everything. All right, so I still see my foam if I look very closely, but hopefully we can cover that up with our, florals. Let's get that one right here. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to tuck all this in. The reason you don't want to put a lot of moss is because you want your flowers to glue to the foam, not glue to the moss. All right, so we got that. Let me go ahead and wipe this off, get this out of the way. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get our biggest piece situated. Which is this guy. All right, let's clear a little path. I know we just secured that, but we don't want to glue onto this moss because probably should have glued him first now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever. We can adapt. I like that there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this in glue, and then I'm going to put it right here on top of this. I'm going to make sure we get all this out of the way. I want him to sit level. Okay, so I'm going to dip this little guy in the glue. We want a lot of glue on here. If you're going to be shipping this, you might want to just leave a hole and ship it separate. All right, I'm going to hold that. Let's go ahead and put that moss back, because there's some seepage, right? Gently and carefully without getting burned. We're going to cover that. Cute. Make sure you angle it right, because I just was looking like, well, thank goodness I didn't put him on backwards, because I wasn't really paying attention to the angle. But I like that. Oh, cute. Aren't we doing good already? So cute. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Welcome, Mary Lou from England. All right, let's go ahead and get our, this is a Lazy Susan. I'm going to put him up there. While he is coming to terms with his new home, we're going to do some greenery. So this is the silk flower part, okay? This is where we are like making it look as real as possible using artificial greenery. So there are so many different types of artificial greenery that you could use. I feel like this is going to take too long. Let's just cut from here maybe. And then you can get some that have a few pieces on a stem, or you can get a stem that's larger. There's 1, 2, 3 branches that are similar. Okay, and then we could separate all this out. I'm going to go ahead and pull off or cut this larger piece that's very tall. Did I leave enough room in the back? Any questions so far, you guys? Who's joining us in our holiday arrangements masterclass coming up? So the greenery I use, I try to make it look real. That's what makes my arrangements look, in my opinion, the high-end look. Everybody likes the high-end look for what I design. Now, if you don't like the high-end look, you can definitely use less expensive greenery, leftover garlands, extra leftover old Christmas trees. I mean, whatever you have on hand that you might already not think about that you already have. All right, let's see. I thought I brought over rats. I could have sworn I grabbed another greenery. I guess I didn't. I'm going to take some of these. Question is, do I run, go get it now? Where did I put it? If I grabbed it. I love this blue-green. To me, it reminds me of cool, snowy look. And we have some other stuff. Okay, let's just get started. If I need it, I can always go get it. I'm going to start first with our blue-green. And I'm going to put my greenery on one side away from the glue pan so that I don't get too many glue strings all over the greenery. This guy should be on here pretty good. Okay, I'm just making sure he was stable. All right, so now what we want to do is start filling in around. I'm going to go ahead, did you see how dense that was? Ooh, that was dense. I'm going to use my steel pick machine. I buy a lot of my greenery wholesale. I got some retail. If you have joined the Greenery Market subscription box, they do a lot of nice greenery. And what I like about that is they do color. They do it by color. So one box was a bunch of like blue-green greenery. One was more yellowy green, greenery. And it all looks real. Welcome, Missouri. I'm just moving around. All right. I want to make sure that we're as even on either sides as possible. If you want the link to joining our Holiday Arrangements Masterclass, if you're in our Wreath of the Month Club group, you can purchase from the portal. That will give it you your discount, your member price. And if you are not a Wreath of the Month Club member, you can go to Holiday Arrangements Masterclass.com to learn more. Where are my needle nose pliers? I know I just had them. You see, this is what happens. Anybody else get like that? You're just, your creative brain, you're like, I had those things in my hand. I'm like, did I use them in a project? Right. I'm going to go get one more of that stem right behind me. I just want one more little piece. Hello from Texas. All right, now we're going to go right here. Why did I green the base? To cover the mechanics is what I said at the beginning of the video, if you missed that. All right, so now we've got some more greenery. Oh, maybe want one more piece. Thinking I might want some in the middle. Let's do that there. I like the blue-green. Reminds me of being cold in the winter, snowy. Anybody who does still build a snowman when it snows? Okay, it's not perfect, but it's enough. When you're trying to make your florals look fresh, you got to remember fresh flowers are not always perfect either. Right, so now we're going to come in with some of this darker green. Ah, there we go. This is a steel pick machine. This is something that I've had for a couple years now. I didn't always have it starting out, but man, it makes my life a lot easier and simpler, but it's not needed. You can use a wooden floral pick if you need to. I used that many times. Many years, I should say. I want to say like 8 years in my career of a wreath maker without it, and then the remaining years with a steel pick. So it is an investment. Okay, now we're going to come in and fill in. Just going around again. This is a little longer than that one, so I'm just going to trim this one back. No snow in Barbados. Well, I kind of wouldn't mind that if I lived there. We don't have a lot of snow here in South Carolina. But when it does snow, woo, I go crazy. I'm like, it's snowing! Go get the milk and bread! Even though we might be full of it, we might have tons of food in the house. I'd still be like, go get the milk and bread! It's snowing. I'm one of those people. Hey, Misty. I can't remember everybody's business name, so I'm so glad you said that. Y'all, Misty is killing it in her own wreath business. Oh my gosh, so happy for her. She is following her dream, being a wreath maker, silk flower florist. I'm just going to trim it a little shorter. Every now and then I don't pull it out enough. You got a pick thing, you don't know how to load it. Go to our website, southerncharmwreaths.com. Type in the search box, steel pick machine, and I give you all the instructions. I might have to load it here tonight, we'll see. All right, I'm moving around. All right, we got a couple more places. I feel like you can make this as full or as, airy as you want. There we go. Let's do some in the center. So I'm just going to do a little bit more of this. Now I'm going to make these a little shorter because it's the center. We don't need so much length. If I brought over my other greenery, I would have not used as much as this one, but we are making do with what we got. All right, I'm moving on around this little guy. Let's do one right here. Okay, that looks good. Now let's do some flocking. I should have brought over more flocking. So this is hopefully going to give that little snowy look on the base. You could do more if you wanted. We're in the South Carolina, so we know it don't last long. This is the melting snow effect. Let me go get one more flocked piece. Ooh, this is really flocked. Who is a fan of this flocking? This always gives me the sneezes. Yes, I have been doing this for 15 years, and I have been teaching for over 10 of that. So I teach online and in-person classes, how to master this floristry, this soap flower floristry stuff. It is so much fun, y'all. Like when I first started, I was just trying to make like really pretty things for my home. And so I'm self-taught. I didn't want to spend the prices, you know, because I just couldn't afford them. So I was like, I'm going to figure this out myself. Anybody else just get started like that? You're just, I think I can do it. And then you get started, and all of a sudden it becomes this fun craft that you can't stop doing and obsessing about. All your friends are asking you, and family's asking you for designs. And then you're taking custom orders before you even know what you're doing, figuring out another thing. Then you're listing on Etsy and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try it. And then all of a sudden, my business is blown into this. And now I get to inspire and educate all over the world just through social media, our website. So inspiring. Thanks to God. It's all given to the glory of God. Whew. Once you learn the basics, you guys, though, it really is, you can make anything you want. You can turn any container into an arrangement, whether you need something long and skinny, maybe you need something for your fireplace. I like to put tall and skinny things on my fireplace, you know, the arrangements. Or maybe you need a round arrangement for your table. You like the mixture? Let's see, do I want to go up or down? Goodness. Let's just give this guy a trim. Okay. I'm going to put this to the side and then fill in a couple more of this different texture. This is the almost flocked cedar. Oh, Linda's got the degree. Nice. Yep, you don't have to have all of that, y'all. Just to let you know, I don't have any degree. It can be done without any of it. Takes longer, right? Figuring it all out, understanding the principles and elements, and learning about scale and spacing and line. All of that takes a little longer to learn if you didn't get the training. But I've also met some very amazing florists who never went through the training either. All right. I think I need one more piece. Here it is. I didn't know what this was going to look like. I just started making. I had an idea, a little vision. Now I'm thinking I probably could have put him in the center, but it'll be fine. All right, here we have, I like it. Y'all could stop right here if you wanted, but we ain't doing that. We extra. We doing some more. Let's see. Julie, as you place the flocking, the really snowy ones, do you space them higher than lower? There was no rhyme or reason. There was one I was like, wait, do I go high or low? I didn't really think. I'm doing a live, so I kind of just don't think about that stuff. I'm thinking about, like, don't say a cuss word and don't burn your finger. So I wasn't paying attention. I wouldn't overthink that. I would just put it in, feel it with your heart. It's like cooking spaghetti sauce. You just got to measure with your heart. So that's what I would, just measure with your heart. All right, we have a couple of snowflakes, because I'm like, you got to have some snow, right? It's some snowflakes with a snowman. Don't be afraid to start, you guys. Don't be afraid to try something new. You never know what you find your passion for. The other thing is so many people get started in wreath making and then they end up taking their passion to a different level, but they never would have been there without their wreath making. Does that make sense? Like a lady I know, she started a boutique shop, but she started out as a wreath maker. All right, let's see how we want to do this. I'm just kind of trying to figure it out. I'm going to eyeball it for right now. I've got some snowballs. All right, let's do it this way. Let's do grouping. Anybody familiar with grouping? Marcia, in our holiday making, holiday arrangements masterclass, I give you an instructions on how to wire into your box so that you can ship without damaging. All right, I think I'm going to keep, for some reason I want to keep this high. It's saying keep it high, keep it high. I'm listening to my divine spirit right now. Keep it high, right there. Cute. All right, now let's do a little lower. Just going to terrace that down slightly, and then I want one more. Let me see if I can get the angle. Interesting. Do I want it that way? Look, that's what we got. I could just leave it at 2. Just want to visually look at it before I commit. Oh, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll go further back. Let's get that in a little bit deeper. All right, how about that? Got 3 levels, 3 little snowflakes. Tony, this is a steel pick machine. All right, now let's do some snowballs. The snowman came from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so this is my thinking. We have white on one side, right? A concentration of white. Let's do a concentration of white over on this side. And I only have one of these. So let's see how we can best utilize it. I'm just going to lay it up here for now. Let's do this one. Cut it too short, so I'm just going to put another pick on it. Dip in my glue. Insert. And I don't know where I put my needle nose pliers. Probably they're right in front of me. Have y'all ever done that? Like earlier today I was looking for something and I looked all over my table and I couldn't find it. And then I started to work on another project and found the thing I was looking for. Let's see if I can bend. So we got some snowballs on one side. I like this. He's looking cute. Okay, we don't need, let's see, do I want to just do this over here? I feel like we need, nope. Feels like it needs one more though, but not two more. And then it'll be a little off because there's going to be 4, not 3. And I'm going to try not to think about that. First, follow my heart with going in the direction that I know I want one, which is going to be down here. I want it to be like it's falling off. Needle nose pliers, I'm missing you so much. Let's give a little angle. Oh my gosh, is that not the funnest thing you've ever seen? I don't know what I want to do with this one. I mean, I guess it could go there. I think I'm just going to glue it right on top of that little arm connecting the other two together. That little stem that they're all on, we can cover that stem up, a mechanic, with another snowball. Just thoughts. And try not to get so much glue. Five snowballs. Yay! No, these are jewelry. These are not my needle nose pliers. These are for jewelry making. They're not very good. They're not the real ones. Okay. Anyway, moving on. We've got snowballs. You know what else we need now? We need some flowers. Don't you think we need to break up all this with some red to tie in our red scarf? Don't forget our holiday arrangements. If you like this, you want to learn more about this, we're focusing heavily on holiday arrangements coming up in our online masterclass. We are teaching you from beginner to more advanced. Just going to start placing these, filling it with my heart, y'all. You'll be able to watch the classes as often as you need to, even next year when you're ready to do holiday arrangements. Let me get that one leaf is not saying it for me. Oh, look at that. Let me tell, well, just say, I mean, that's just, you like the red? Oh, Marina, little cardinal would be so pretty. That would be so pretty. Okay, so we got red here. This is one of the things I teach in our in our Wreath of the Month Club group is when I do something on this side, I'm going to go over here and do it to get me some balance. Let's see if this is going to be. Sometimes the stem is not quite stiff enough. Let's get that in a little bit more. Maybe I need to tilt them up a little bit. Let's do that. Not too much. We'll leave it like that for now. All right, let's go over here. And I am paying attention to where I want my color, and that's how I know where to insert into the foam. Let's go over on the other side. I'm going to do one back here. I didn't insert enough. I like to have about an inch crunch. There it goes. That's so cute. Okay. We definitely have a back. I want this to be slightly taller back here, and I cut it too short. So let me get something that's going to give it a little more length. You can purchase our arrangements in our Etsy shop, Miss Patty. Thank you, Gloria. You guys, if you're on TikTok, make sure to give us a follow. If you're joining us for the first time, also comment and give us some hearts, you know, all the things. And if you're watching us over on Facebook and you haven't followed us yet, take the time to give us a follow. We do little tutorials like this as much as we can. We're so busy with our members and our membership groups that we don't have as much time as we used to, but we sneak them in. Oh my. Y'all, look at that. Isn't that cute? I love it. All right, we got a little hole right here because there's a lot of greenery, so we'll just go here with that one. These make really good, if you have a craft show or a craft booth, or maybe you're at one of those antique store booths. These are so cute to fill in with your items. They're so quick and easy. They don't have to be this big. I'm obviously making it a larger scale because my snowman kind of dictated that for me. Remember, this was made out of a dough bowl, but you could use any metal container or any container that you find. All right, here we go now. We're going to add some more texture. We're going to put some berries because those little cardinals need to eat some berries. I'm going to really think about this one now. How far do I want this to go up? Let's cut this guy. I'm going to come right back here with this guy. If it's not going to make it too off balance. Might be too big. We'll see. I got some other ideas. We're going to put in some more of our little berries around. Let's make this shorter. That's cute. Not loving this yet. It works better if you give it that constipated face when you're doing this, that trying to get it to work into the foam. I always like watch myself on videos later like, girl, you need to stop with that face. Oh, I like that better now. What do you think? You found them! Thank you! Yes! Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Melinda. You were watching. You saw them. I love that. All right, moving around. I'm in deep in concentration of our berries. Tanette, thank you, Tanette. I missed her comments, but I saw yours. I'm just going to hold this. Oh my goodness. This is just so sweet. Does this make you get ready, you know, and excited for the holidays? All the fun crafting that comes with that. The decorating for your home, making it festive for yourself. You can do it for others if you like to, but don't do it only for them, because then you're going to be miserable. You're going to be not enjoying the process. You got to do it for yourself, right? Sometimes my husband's like, why do we have so many trees? Because it makes me happy. That's all you need to know. It makes me happy. I buy it all. I can afford it all. I put it all up. Well, he helps. He helps with he really helps like getting it out of the attic. And then he helps with the putting it away, putting it up in the attic. He's pretty good fluffer too on the Christmas trees. Let's see, I need a couple more, and I happen to have some over here from another project. What do y'all think? Didn't the red just add so much? And it tied in our red on the features on our snowman. All right, let's just look. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the other side. I'm going to do one right down the front, because if anybody's going to be sitting down here, they're going to want to see something else besides all that greenery down there. All right, look at him. Isn't he cute? Julie, I made 3 Christmas wreaths this year, one for a friend, yay, one for our daughter, and one for my best friend. Yes, Kim, way to go. And didn't that feel fun? And what about their faces when they got them? Oh my gosh, that to me is the best part. Right, and they're like, oh wow, you did such a great job. I can't believe you made this. And you're like, yes, I did. It just gives you so much more confidence to keep going. All right, what else do I got? Okay, I got a couple things. So I know that the black container ties in really nicely with the black hat on our snowman, Frosty, right? But then I'm like, what if we tied in some more black? This isn't quite black though, so maybe not do this, but I don't know, we'll see. These are more berries. This is more of a, it says brown, but it's definitely more of a gray. It does tie in pretty nicely with the black hat because the black hat is frosted. So I can see this working, okay? The other thing I have are these black pieces from Hobby Lobby that could be tied in. Let me just add some of that right here and see. That's not doing it for me. To me, this feels more Halloween-like. Right? Even though, oh, they haven't gotten them yet, Kim? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like this, I mean, I know we would still divide it. We wouldn't do that whole thing right there. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I can't decide. Whenever I'm like this, I'm undecided. I'm like trying to figure it out. You know what that means? Either way you go, it's going to be right. Either way you go. We've already got berries in it. I still feel like this feels more, not the same style. All right, so let's go with these. These are probably just going to be glued right on top because there's going to be too many. Some of these are just going to be glued on top. I like that. Here they are. Let me see if you can see them overhead. Right there they are. That is so fun, and so fun when we give our stuff away as gifts. You can donate to silent auctions. Y'all, there's so many different ways that we can use our craft. All right, let's see how many. I've only got one of these. Don't want to overfill it. I'm going to just place for right now. Definitely like that. This would be so cute sitting on a coffee table, sitting on a porch table. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? Any questions about arrangements? Oh my goodness, those berries. All of a sudden, it's just like, why was I thinking of anything else? Because it just looks so good. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that there. Okay. I'm going to sneak one in way back here, I think. I told the hubs I'd be home around 7, and per usual, I'm going to be late. It's hard when you're having fun to go home. Yep, like that. See how I'm placing it up there before I commit? Sometimes it doesn't come quickly, you know. You got to finagle it out. There's that. It's cute. Let's do this one over here. Okay. And I have these little pieces that I am going to just find a place to hot glue. Let's go right there with that one. And I'll put this one down on the bottom here. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm in love. I'm in love. Okay, now I have one last thing. Let me see. There's this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Very iridescent. There's a lot of pink in it because of the iridescent. I think I got enough white. Like, I don't want to add more, because if I add more white, then I won't be able to see the snowflakes into snowballs. And I want to continue to see those in my design quickly without having to search and hunt. All right, so what I'm going to do is move on to the next thing I thought. Look at what I have. Can y'all see that? Look how long it is. Let's see if we can zoom in and out. I mean, look. This thing is huge. These are brilliant for putting in your containers when you are decorating your containers. Anybody else decorate containers for the holidays? This one's already pretty black. You could spray paint them gold if you want to. All right, let's see. To me, it reminds me of the arms. The arms on our snowman. Let's cut this. Let's see if I left enough room in the back. Oh, it only had 1, 2 things on it. All right, let's try to get another one. Let's get something else. These are so fun to put in our arrangements. Oh my gosh, this is a little long though. I'm going to trim that back. I like that. This is going to be hard to photograph for you guys. I'm going to trim out some of my little berries around his butt to make room. Okay. Where are we going with you? Let's try not to get glue everywhere. Oh yeah, I'm touching everything on the way down. It's that game of operation. I would have been lost the game by now. Let me just look. I always wanted the sticks up here, but not that, they're too angled back. Let me see if I can fix that. Come on, get in there. Okay. That's cute. Where's my small one? What do y'all think about the sticks? Let's see, can you see them? I'm wondering if I want to put them anywhere else. I think I'm just going to keep them all to the back. I feel like I need one more though. I almost could have, if I would have moved him more in the center, I would have been better off, but we didn't. Oh my goodness. Come on. I can't bend these. These are not wired or anything. These are the real deals. All right, now let's fix our berries. Let's see, are berries good? Let's maybe make a little canopy. How about that? Oh my goodness, him look cute. He's got a little canopy of berries over his head. Makes the arrangement look more realistic. Yes. Yes, Sharon, we are going to make, we just did this class on making this, Sharon. We just did this class, okay? So if you're interested in more, learning how to make other styles of arrangements, we've got our American Classic Round Mound. We're going to be teaching that one in our Arrangements Masterclass. We got another one here that's going to be included in a class. We have our more modern style. So this is, I guess you would call this an inverted crescent. We've got that in there, and then this is going to be also included. I love this one. Very elegant, but in a cylinder container. So all these styles are going to be included in our Holiday Arrangements Masterclass. I hope you join us. It starts October 9th is the first class, and then we go the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. But we also already have videos in the portal, and this is the thing, it's a course, it's a portal. So you log in, and you're going to have these courses that you can walk through, and then we'll be live the week of the 9th, right? We're going to be live teaching. So you'll be able to watch the replays, where everything will still be inside the portal. If you're not on Facebook, you're like, you don't do Facebook, but you're on YouTube, you just log into the portal. You can watch everything live from the portal. We're going to have kits also available. So if you like this and you just like, oh, I want to duplicate what Julie's making, we'll send you a link where you can go purchase the kit from another maker, not a maker, another supplier. We don't do supplies here. But if you're interested in duplicating, which is the best way to learn is when you try to duplicate some design or a recipe. That'll be also included. If you are in our membership groups, you get a discount, so make sure you reach out and purchase through your portal for that in order to get the discount. I hope you enjoyed this. Did y'all enjoy this tutorial? Just trying to inspire you a little bit to think outside the box from wreath making. Get excited for the holidays. Know that you guys are able to do the same thing with a little bit of training. I am not trained. I did a lot of research on my own. I pay attention. I watch the floral industry like a hawk, even though a lot of their stuff pertains to fresh flowers. I look at it on a silk flower level. I like to dissect and create almost like pattern. Does that make sense? So when I see something that I'm like, oh, I like that and they're fresh, how can I make it in silk? I dissect it with my eye in order to try to duplicate it. And that's what I have done all this to be able to master this art of silk florals. And I'm ready to teach you. I know I can teach you. I've been teaching hundreds and thousands to learn the craft, to learn to love it, to not be frustrated, but to also pull in from your spirit, okay? Because whenever we are creative with our hands, it is a divine spirit that comes through us and out through our hands. When we do stuff like that, we automatically change and shift our attitude, our emotions. That's why you see a lot of people crafting for therapy. That's exactly why, because you're tapping into a spirit. And it's pulling through. Does it get frustrated if you burn your finger or whatever? Obviously, there's, going to have some struggles and setbacks, but I call that learning. I don't call that a failure. I don't call that really a struggle. You're learning how to do it better next time. You're learning what works and what doesn't work. And all through the years, me practicing that, but I tried. I didn't sit back and go, I wish I could make something like that. I wonder one day, maybe someday I'll do that and never get around to it. Anybody else like that? Right? I didn't sit back and wish. I took action and I did it. And what I started with then is not what I make now. What I make now is not that's not what I'm going to be making in 3 and 5 years. Could you imagine? Like, I can't wait what I'm going to be making in 3 to 5 years. It's going to be so much more, so much more. So anyway, if you're interested in joining us, we do a lot of mindset, positive thinking, helping you to change your attitude for your life as well as in your crafting. But it's in our Holiday Arrangements Masterclass. Go to holidayarrangementclass.com. Join us. If you're on TikTok, it's linked in our bio. We would be honored to have you. We're going to be doing this. This will be our last masterclass for the year. So if you've not taken one with us, now's the time, because we will not be doing another one this year. I'm going to be celebrating my son who is getting married at the end of October, and then we are going to be focusing on the holidays, right? Holidays. Focusing on our members, teaching them and educating them. We're going to be doing all of our Christmas trees that we're going to be doing, decorating the Christmas trees and educating them on how to do that. But look at this. Love it. All right, here it is again. How much fun is this? This looks so fun. Here is, let me see if I can hold him because he is heavy. Here's the bottom. Remember, this is our dough bowl. A dough bowl that we started with, but it is not scratching or ruining the dough ball. We can reuse the dough ball for the next Easter, right? We can redo it for another design. For Easter, you just pull this out, put another one in. So brilliant. Marcia, if you think you joined our membership group and haven't got a notification, did you check your email? And then if you can't find it there, contact us, southerncharmreads.com. Contact us, southerncharmreads.com. Let's see. So it is also too late to join the membership if you haven't yet. Somebody was asking about that. We only open the course twice a year, and we've already closed it for the year. But look, how fun. But you can join us in our holiday arrangements class. We still have that open. I love the back. Here's the back. All of the texture. So where is our line? Okay, so first of all, our focal is on our snowman, obviously. We created a line with our white snowflakes and our white snowballs. We've also created a line with our lateral pieces of our willow branches and our artificial berries, okay? So our eye goes here because that's our focal, and it's not because it is, but because we made it our focal. Our eye is drawn in and then also up and out. Throughout, we've created our line around the side by making sure everything is pretty much the same. It's a very good circle. Then we've added our, so that creates our form, right? We created our form with all of our greenery. We created the texture by adding in the berries, by adding in the fluffy white flocking of our snowy branches, by adding in the spiky pine and cedar. We added in texture with our mini tulips. They're not tulips, but they look like that. They're called little mini blossoms. Those are velvet, so there's like a soft texture with that. Then we've got our fluffy snowflakes and snowballs, and they match the exact same texture, if you will. And so we've created a lot of texture, which also elevates this design to a professional level. That's where I get more money for my designs, is when I make sure I include the texture. We also have, the color here was very simple to create. So right now I'm going through all of our elements of floral arranging. The color here was very simple. I looked at my focal piece and I'm like, what am I going to pull out of it in order to make my arrangement? And it was pretty simple with the red and the white and the black. But sometimes the color is a little more tricky. And, but yeah, so we went through those are the elements, y'all. We're going to teach you that and the principles when we get into our arrangements masterclass. I hope you join us. Can't wait to work with you. And I will see y'all in the inside. Let me know if you have any questions. Hashtag replay if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Just ask your questions. When you do the hashtag replay, and I know that I didn't see your question and I'll answer it for you. And then if you're watching over on TikTok and you have any questions, just do, just DM us, okay? I'm over there as well. Love how cute this turned out. Thank you, Kim. Yes, he's getting married. We're so excited. I'm excited, Linda, about the masterclass too. Yes. All right, any questions? Again, go to holidayarrangementsclass.com, holidayarrangementsclass.com. I'll put it right here. If Facebook lets me comment. And we'll put it over here. We're going to be doing a lot of we're going to do elegant designs. We're going to do fun and whimsical designs. We're going to mix it up, rustic, so that you guys have a good mix, a good mixture in your portfolio. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go home. The hubs is probably like, the steaks are ready. Where are you at? I need to go. Okay. Bye, guys. I'll see y'all next time.